What's going on, guys? This is Mike with Tactical Traders. Just wanted to go over a ticker that we alerted to on the Facebook page and on StockTwits page on Sunday, January 28th. We posted this as a short on our weekly watch list, and I just want to go over how I found this trade, how I developed my trade plan, and just basically help you find also potential setups, long or short. This one particularly being short. And again, this is ticker symbol MYO, and this is the daily chart. So looking at this daily chart right here, this is about a 3-month span. All right, so each one of these candles is 1 day. Looking back into early November, you found that 550 was an area of support for this big old candle and a lot of volume. You know, touched right there, whatnot, stayed above it, kind of almost touched it right there. And then finally over here, it broke through. Once it broke through, the downward movement really happens pretty strong. So anyways, fast forwarding to earlier this month, you see that the price moved above the 50 SMA and had a steady little channel up. And this was a Friday, January 26th. So I was looking at this over the weekend. So this is kind of how I found this. So the first thing I want to do is I wanted to see what resistance was. And again, support, once it's broken, usually becomes resistance, and vice versa. So seeing that it was about to go into the 550 resistance area, and it formed this red doji, caught my eye. Usually if you see something like this, this is a symbol of indecision. The market is undecided about what it wants to do. And when it's in a bullish channel, sometimes this means it can be followed by a bearish move. It means that buyers are hesitant about buying at a higher price. So it almost flatlines, becomes a doji. It being red and also it having a decent amount of volume, 4 million, higher than the last month and a half, that definitely caught my eye. So at this point, I was looking at going short. And before I actually go into my short, my plan, how it was developed, I did want to just show you the next following days. And this is recorded during market hours, just so you're aware. So if you see some movement on the price, it is 3:22 on a Wednesday, January 31st. So anyways, the next day was a Monday, the 29th, and it opened at the high of 530 and a low of 471. So about a 60-cent range. All right. This day I did enter short. And I actually did exit that day as well. And then the next day went a little bit lower, all the way down to $4. So in 2 days I went from 530 being the high to a low of $4. Pretty good move. Pretty good short right there. $1.30 for a $5.30 stock. That's a good percentage. That's some good money right there. And then the next day, this is actually today, and right here it's kind of forming a little doji. But yeah. So anyways, just want to get into a little bit more of the closer part of how I got into it. So right here, this was Friday. This is when I started looking at it. Following through into Monday, right in the beginning, I entered in at 525. The reason why I entered at 525 was because I did see this downward movement in the first 15 minutes. However, this time, I thought I was too late to the party. I was actually hoping for a pop up to this area right up here, but I did notice that there was the 50 and the 200 SMA right here. And now when you're below SMAs, they tend to act as resistance. And when you're above them, they tend to act as support. That's what we like to see, of course. So I actually went at 525 because I did see this double roadblock, if you will, right here. So 525, I believe, I got it right around here, actually. Yeah, I got it on this little pop right here. Yeah, right there, right pretty much at the 50 SMA. So I got it right there, and I did close out at 490. So going through the day, I believe this is where I got. No, so I got out right over. Yep, right over here in this area. Same day. I know it wasn't too long later. So right about halfway through the day, I got out right here. Did sell my entire position. It wasn't moving as bearish as I thought. So I just got out. I think actually think I saw this bounce right here, this doji little hammer thing, and I think I got out right, yeah, right around here. Yeah, yep, that's where I got out, definitely. So anyway, so I got out here. It wasn't the biggest move, you know, from 525 to 490. You know, that's a good, what, 35 cent profit, if my math's right. If it's not, you know, whatever. But you guys get it. It's a good little chunk of change, short amount of time. Take the money, you know, whatever. And it did kind of tend to go sideways. At the end of the day, it did drop down, but I was not trying to hold my short position that long or overnight. Moving forward, it did all the way go down to 4. Very briefly, you know, don't get caught up on this. That was a pretty brief move, but even here at the 420 area, um, you know that, and this is actually an area of support. It looks like right here now. But so you know, I did leave some money on the table, but you know, I was happy with my profit at that point. And as you can see, it did bounce off that 420. It's been traveling sideways, and is actually now moving up. Um, Looks like a little bit of a move here. Available flag, dropping back. But anyways, guys, I just want to go over that really quickly. Just want to show you how I find these trades, how I set up my trade plans. I do go through a scanner I do use that looks for certain criteria. I will be doing a video on how I actually go through my scanners, but that'll be coming down the line a little bit more. So anyways, guys, if you're not following us on StockTwits, it's Tactical Traders. We do post these watch lists daily, weekly, and right to the moment for more of a day trade. We alert as much as we can. So if you have any questions or comments, feel free to post them on the video below. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and happy trading. Good luck.